Now, the government of Uganda has been deliberate in trying to promote an import substitution strategy for this country. Of course, this is as the sources of most of these products, goods and services that we use, actually get fatigued, for lack of a better word. Now, if you look at a particular sector, like, for instance, fashion, it is quite important that the people that sit within that area are actually smelling the coffee, like they say. And today, we have one of the fashion stars in this particular space sharing with us what it takes to produce domestically for both the local market and the international market. And this is her story.
Wiza is a clothing brand that came to market in 2019, to be precise, 1st November. And it's a clothing line, like I said. We do tailor-made clothes for both men and women. And basically, we manufacture, we create, and bring to life an attire, like you see what I'm wearing. All this is made by Wiza. Yeah, and from the time it started, I did not have a bigger picture of going into designing. But later on, like a month into the business and my brand, I decided I should be different. I should be into production, vis-a-vis bringing stuff and then reselling. So I did not want to come as a trader. Wiza want to come to the market and even beyond this country as the best or the top, Well, like I told you, when I came in market, when Wiza started, I was so much into creating. So it was hard, I would say, until today. But because I knew where Wiza is going and the direction we are taking, it's a work in progress. Yeah, but it's not easy because you start from, production. You need machines, you need top quality guys, tailors. You need teamwork. It's a lot that is needed. And because I have passion for this brand, like I don't sleep. I am always thinking, of what to do. And because I saw there was that gap, there's a need for, our origin stuff. I said, yes, it is heavy, it is big work, but we must, we must make it. It takes a lot, but first and foremost, you must be creative. You must find. I try to find my niche and see the need of our people here. And I said, since I have this knowledge and I have the passion to create, I said, let me keep going for it. And it is not easy, but it is possible. The money is very important in any business that is coming on board, but we need much more than money. You can have the capital, you can have the resources, the support from different places, but you must have, for example, the passion. Yeah. For me, I didn't go to school. It's only now that I'm, starting to say I need to take my fashion skills to another level. But I would say I'm a born fashionista. Yeah, I love fashion. Fashion is my passion. So I said, with the little money and a few savings that I put together, I was able to start. Because I'm a creator. You give me 100,000, and tomorrow or after 1 week, I'll give it to you in tenfold. So, yeah, that has been my strength. Much as, of course, there's a lot of constraints when you don't have enough money. I need to buy fabric, I need to import this, a good machine, I need to, equip my staff. But because I have that background of, being passionate about what I'm doing, I said it is going to work, and it is working. Well, the market, I'm sure the market is there because I have clients across borders. People contact us and sometimes we deliver, but it's not as easy. So I would like to ask the government if they can make it so easy for us who are into that kind of business to be able to, they should prepare the ground, either, soften the policies of export, and so we are able to trade swiftly and be able to sell our products. We are working hard. We want to see Visa going on an international platform. We are on the runways as fashion designers in Africa and sub-Saharan Africa and maybe beyond. Yeah, so we are working hard. We can't tell where we shall be today or tomorrow or next year, but we are going good. First of all, while Visa was starting, we tried to identify our market, our target market. Yeah, being the youth, the working class, the classic people who want to look different, And when we identified that, we are so much into, being able to, we keep our clients very well, and we follow up for feedback. And after doing that, of course, they keep coming to us. And of course, challenges have been quite many, but good teamwork that we have, the marketing, yeah. COVID-19 came in when we had just started. It was barely 2 months to the start of Visa. So it awakened up that now people cannot move, so how are we going to make money? So we are so much into social media, marketing, to make sure we continue and stay in the market. We've seen many people close, and many sectors have been affected. Actually, I would say our sector would be like the last to survive, in this period of COVID and post-COVID. But we try so much to put in more extra effort. If, for example, if I must work extra time, I will, because I'm trying to push myself and push the brand to go further and make sure we stay on market, Ugandans and beyond. Let us appreciate our local manufacturers, our local brands, because we can see what's the difference. We can even do better. Let's change the narrative of saying, if I must wear a nice suit, it must come from the UK, it must come from, Of course, we are one of the SMEs, so we would like to also ask the government to come in and, help, give us. We see other people coming in to do businesses, and they're giving them incentives and tax holidays. We also want that, so that we grow, and before you know it, we are, doing well.
We are in tough economic times, and some of the challenges we're facing today are based on climate change. Now, globally, take for instance, in the UK, we recently witnessed high temperatures rising, and also the spread of wildfires in England. When you return to Uganda, we notice that droughts are becoming an issue to a lot of us, which is impacting on agricultural production. Now, there are development partners that are putting together funding to support green economy.
The prolonged dry spells leaving thousands of households hungry, heat waves that are causing wildfires in some countries, and unpredictable seasons that have made it hard for farmers to plant with certainty are all signs that climate change is the biggest threat of our time. This challenge is not only economic for countries whose economies are agro-based, but as well social and political, threatening the very existence of households, communities, and economies.
Let all of us learn and become more knowledgeable about about these issues that sound sometimes very exotic, but it is the primary issue of today, especially for a country like ours that deals a lot with agribusinesses, agricultural practices. That's why there's a lot of focus on it from the government side, from development partners, from institutions like ABI. Everyone is working towards mitigating or trying to work with living with those effects of climate change.
Back home, the prolonged drought in Uganda is already associated with deaths in the northeastern region of the country, while at macro level, it has contributed to driving up inflation through pushing up food prices.
The effects of climate change are with us, and they're very visible from the changes of actually the seasons, the patterns, the droughts, the floods. Like was mentioned earlier, we're seeing the crisis in Karamoja, we're seeing the drought across the entire Kato corridor. We're seeing generally a case of food insecurity all arising from climate change. So because this is an agrarian economy where at least 70% of our economy is fed off agriculture, it's important that we come up with the solutions.
Today, one of the players in agribusiness facilitation, ABI, has announced a funding line focused on initiatives and activities promoting environmentally sensitive agriculture practices.
So we're not really being very value chain specific. We're rather open to any good idea. Because for instance, if you're dealing with an extension service worker or a scientist who has a biological intervention, you cannot quite limit it to a specific value chain. So for us, it is as long as you're in the agribusiness space and you have something that is going to make a difference from an adaptation point of view, a mitigation point of view, a biodiversity conservation point of view, please, this is the fund for you to apply in.
To express the effort to roll back climate change should involve everyone, given the sense of urgency this demands.
From the funding itself, we also would like to be at the forefront of promoting awareness on these issues. So talking about them, what are the implications of the effects of climate change for everyone, for the country, for farmers, and then discussing them at a forum like this, not just did the investment that ABI made or supported work, but what are the implications?
Today, the world finds itself in a tight spot conditioned by climate change. Besides the obvious threat to food security, the concern is now broader as the changing weather patterns and extreme weather conditions threaten the very survival of societies and life itself.